hands with me. Come on. Here we go, clap your hands.
And welcome to part 2 of Promised LAN. Now that your device is connected, let's walk through using it to control your mixer. Now let's take a look at the mixer control surface on your iPad or tablet. Let's say you would like to mix the house while being away from the mixer. When you grant your device access to the mixer, you'll want to choose All Access. You'll notice at first glance that the mix window on your device is exactly the same as your mixer, which makes for a seamless transition when you're working between the two. The only difference between the mixer and the device surface is that the hard buttons that are on the mixer are soft buttons on your device. Up here is your all-important home button. Remember, this will return you to your main mix window and in a few cases act as a page back button. The menu button gives you access to various other setup functions for your mixer. The one button that is not available here is the remote control access. Remote control can only be granted from the mixer and not from another iPad or tablet. The buttons in this section bring up the exact same menus that we learned about in the video Becoming Familiar with the Hardware on your TouchMix. Quick note, when the effects mute button is black, the effects are engaged. When the effects mute button is red, then the effects are muted. When making adjustments to parameters becomes too cumbersome by sliding your finger on the control surface, you can use these arrows here to make adjustments in 1 dB increments. Select the Fine control to make even finer adjustments in half dB increments. Use the up and down button arrows to make your changes. You can use these arrows to adjust all parameters on your surface as needed. This is the talkback button. The difference here is that instead of holding the button down to talk like you would on the mixer, the tablet button is latching, meaning you press it once to turn it on, do your talking, and then press it again to turn it off. You'll know that your talkback mic is open if the talkback button is highlighted blue. When the Follow Mixer button is highlighted blue, it means that whichever input fader is selected on the mixer will allow the parameters to be displayed on the iPad or tablet. Okay, so let's say you're assigning control to the musicians using in-ear monitors so they can set and control their own mixes. When you're granting access to their smartphones, you will only allow access to whichever mix is theirs. And here's a tip. Labeling their aux with their name makes it a whole lot easier for you and the musicians to locate their mix. For the musician, when you open the TouchMix control app on your smart device, the first thing you need to do is select the mix that has been assigned to you. Right here where it says Selected Mix, touch that and then choose your mix. You'll know you're on your mix if the faders are colored. The faders will be grayed out if you're not on your assigned mix. To switch between input banks, touch Selected Bank and then choose the bank you would like. If you are using a stereo in-ear monitor mix, the pan function will be available to you here. And there you have it, wireless remote control with your TouchMix mixer. There are so many wonderful applications for mixing wirelessly. Take advantage of this feature and discover the power, control, and convenience of this functionality.